Hello, friends. We have the start of a series of Scrabble-themed puzzles. This is going to be Scrabble A by Palfly Kampling. Normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 6 exactly once in every row, column, and 2x3 box. So we're using the numbers 1 through 6. We're going to have to figure out where these digits go in this puzzle. Loba wants to say hi. She's been snoozing. I kind of forgot she was in here. We also have killer cages. Some cells are surrounded by dotted lines called cages. The digits in a cage sum to the value in the top left. So these 3 cells will sum to be 13, these 2 cells will sum to be 9, these 2 will sum to be 7, etc., etc. We also have 6x6 German Whispers lines. Green lines in the grid are German Whispers lines. Adjacent digits along the line must have a difference of at least 3. So these 2 cells are adjacent, they'll have to have a difference of 3. This is adjacent with all 3 of these, so they'll have to have a difference of 3. Etc., etc. We'll have to follow this line around. Sounds good to me. How do we want to get started? Probably by giving Loba some attention. Petting her with one hand isn't good enough. She's still tapping my leg. As always, there's a link to this puzzle in the description if you'd like to solve as well as a link to a Google form if you'd like to submit a puzzle. That'd be really cool. We do have a given digit to start with today. We do get the number 1 here. I like to start by looking at, are there any cages that have to go a certain way? I need to remember I'm in 6x6, so I can only use the numbers 1 through 6. 9 could be a 6 and a 3, or a 4 and a 5. 7 could be just about anything. It could be anything. 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4, as long as I don't put a 1 here. 13 and 3 cells. 6, 5, and 2. 4, 5. Ooh. Or like 4, 6, and 3. I have options, I think. There's no way I can use a number 1, actually. Because the other 2 biggest numbers I can use are 6 and 5, which is only 11, and I'd have to use a 2. Oh, so that tells me a 1 has to go here, actually. There you go. And that gives me the high-low for this letter A here. Ooh. Yeah, a 6 and a 5 is the highest 2 numbers I can use, and that still only gets me to 11. Oh, nice! So, with German Whispers lines, I'm used to doing them in 9x9 puzzles, but you do kind of have a high-low, high-low. Where if this is a 1, this has to be a 4, 5, 6. And then this will be a 1, 2, 3. So these will be 4, 5, 6. I think instead of numbering, I'd rather do some shading. Where if this is low, this will also be low, this will be low, this will be low, and this will be low. And then these will all be high numbers. Okay. There are some situations like a 3 has to go next to a 6. There isn't anything else. A 4 has to go next to a 1. This is a low number. It's a 1, 2, 3, but these 2 options see each other. So this has to be a 1 or a 2. It can't be a 3. This could be 2, 5, and 6. That'd be fine. And then I could have another 5 or 6 here. The adjacent digits will see each other, so this could be a 1, 2, or 3. Why are you scratching my chair again, buddy? What are you doing? These 2 do see each other, so this has to be a 1 or a 2. And this is just adjacent with this 1 cell, so that would be fine. Well, this has to be a 2 or a 3 because it sees a 1. I'm interested in this. Also, I know this is a high digit. So this will be a 4, 5, 6. This will be a 1, 2, 3, except this can't be a 1, so this can't be a 6. This is a 4 or a 5. It can't be a 4 because this would have to be a 1. That doesn't work. Okay, so let's make this a 5. What are you doing back there, Loba? She's just laying down, I think. This will be a 2 in order to get to 7. 5 could go next to 2, but it cannot go next to 3. What are you doing? She's, what? He got me. Where were we? We just figured this out. Place some 2s here. This needed to be a 2 since this, yeah, I made this a 5, so this has to be a 2 to sum to 7. This has to be a 2 because a 3 can't go next to a 5 on this line. Perfect. This is going to be a 1, 2, 3. It sees a 2, and I can't have a 3 next to a 5. So this will be a 1. This will be a 2 because of Sudoku. Perfect. 1 could have 4, 5, or 6 go adjacent to it. That's fine. 2, though, can only be 5 or 6. So all of these need to be a 5 or a 6. This can't be a 5, so it is a 6. This becomes a 5 because of Sudoku. This could still be either 1, though. And I'm going to go ahead and pencil this. This is also a 4, 5, 6. Because this could still be a 1. I don't know that this is a 2 yet. I think I want to do some math. If I know from previous experience that this whole row sums to 21, because 1 plus 2 plus 3, etc., up to 6 sums to 21, and this is 13, then I know that the digits outside need to sum to 8. So if this is a 1 and a 2, this sums to 3, I need 5 more. So this needs to be a 3, 4, and 6, which I don't know anything about yet. Okay, what are my options here? This needs to be 13. The lowest this can be is 5 and 4, which is 9. But then I'd have to use another 4. So I don't want to do that. What about 6 and 4? Then this would be a 3, and that seems okay. What about, I can't do 5 and 5. What about 5 and 6? That would be 11, and this would be a 2. That all seems fine. Let's see. I need a 5 here. That's okay. I need a 2 here, actually. I have a 2 in this column, and I have a 2 in this column. I need a 2 in this column, so it's going to have to go here. Meaning this is a 1, which does not narrow down these. I need a 2 down here. That's okay. And I need a 2 down here. That's fine. I need a 1 here. This will have to be a 1 because of this one. Oh, I also have this 9. I can't forget about this. What are my digits left for the column? A 3, 4, 6? So in order to get 9, this will be a 3, 6. This will be a 4. It means that this can't be a 6. This is now a 4, 5. This is also a 4, 5 because of the box, but this makes it a 4. So this is a 5. Meaning I can't use another 5 here. This will be a 6. So 5 and 6 is 11. To get 13, this will have to be a 2. Perfect. This is a 4, it looks like. Oh, I also have this. This is a 6, so this won't be a 6. But other than that, actually, I don't know. Okay, this needs to be a 5 and a 3. What else do I know? These need to be a 6 and a 3, I believe. Yes, this will also be a 3, 6 for the box. This will be a 3, 4, 6. Okay, 4 has to go here or here. That's fine. What is this? This row, 1, 2, 3. This is also a 3, 6, but this is a 6. There you go. This has to be a 3, so this will be a 6, and this will be a 3. So these won't be 3. This will be a 3. 3 makes this a 5, and this a 3. So this will be a 4. This will be a 6, and this will be a 3. If this is 6, this is 4. This is a 2, 5, 6. So 6 is going to go over here. This can't be a 6 or a 2, so it's a 5. This is a 2. This is a 1, and this is a 4. Very nice! Oh my gosh, letter A done! And of course, there's a list of these that I'm excited to go through. You solved the puzzle, the solution is correct. Very cool! I like, killer cages, of course. The math in those is really cool. And it was really neat. I almost left this 13 and I didn't think I really knew what was going to go on here, but until I realized that 6, 5, and 2 is going to happen, and I need a 1 because of this given one. The given one was really helpful here, actually. How I needed a 1 up here because we have roping in 6x6 puzzles, and it can't go in this cage. That was a really nice combination, and it just gave me the low-high pattern for the letter A, the German whisper here. That was really cool. Very nice puzzle, Palfly. Excited to see the rest of these. Let me know how you all did in the comments.